What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Off the Couch Boxing. I'm your host, Reckless Rex Ruger. Watching my back, as always, El Flaco Explosivo, a.k.a. the Alexis Arguello Puppet. This is the place where we have the most amazing and real conversations with people from the fight game. Legends, luminaries, champions, and fighters on the come up. They all come here to chop it up with your boy, Reckless Rex. We got another great one today. One of my all-time favorite fighters and friend of the show, who is making his return. We've had him on before last year. Honored to have him on again. The true definition of a champion, a warrior, the picture of perseverance, determination. Just, I can't say enough about how great Paul the Punisher Williams is. And I won't even go into, I probably will when he gets on here, his resume. Fucking ridiculous. Obviously, tragic circumstances cut the Punisher's career short, but still, that has not deterred him from being a positive role model out there for kids, making a positive impact, on society and on the world in general. I can't gush over Paul the Punisher enough, man. A great, great guy, man. And if you witnessed his greatness back when he was actively fighting, you will know. 41 wins. 2 losses, 27 knockouts, and the resume, while we're waiting for him to get in here, usually this is where I would shamelessly plug, and I will do that, but I will digress for a moment and let you know this man's extremely ridiculous resume. We talk about getting great fights made nowadays and how difficult it is sometimes. To make big fights and to get those big, notches on your belt. Not Paul the Punisher. Erzlan de Lara, Sergio Martinez ×2, Kermit Cintron, Ronald Winky Wright, Verno Phillips, Antonio Margarito, Sharmbe Mitchell, Walter Matisse, Terrence Heat Coffin. And at the time of his unfortunate accident in 2012, he was poised and on the cusp of fighting, of course, the great Canelo Alvarez. And boy, would I have loved to have seen that fight and how that would have shaken out. Obviously, Paul, just one of those guys, a lot like a Tommy Hearns, 6'2", but fighting at welterweight and the junior middle. I think ultimately I'll have to ask him, did go all the way up to middle, if I'm not mistaken, man. But tall, long, lanky, a lot of reach, slippery, tricky, a southpaw, hard puncher, amazing body puncher, just the complete package, man. And so happy to have him back on here. Now I will go into shameless plug mode. Because if you have a podcast, you got to do it. You got to pimp it. So make sure to like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. That's first. You got to be tapped in there to find out when new episodes are being dropped, who's going to be on those episodes, and any other pertinent boxing news that I want to share with you, my audience, i.e., big upcoming fight announcements, fight results, predictions, just any news that is topical and current, and things that are going on and things that are popping in the boxing world. Also, if you're here on this channel right now, congrats to you, because you have found the most amazing and real boxing conversations anywhere on the planet. So now that you're here, like, subscribe, and smash that notification button. Let me digress again. It is a boxing podcast. Punch it. If you're physically able to punch the notification button, then punch it. A left hook will do, an uppercut. Maybe you want to show off your right cross. Maybe even just with the jab. My guest is here, so I'm going to shut up, man, and we're going to get into it, man. This is going to be a good one, man. Love this guy, man. Happy to have him back. And we will get him in here. Un momento. And there he is. Do we have him? There he is. There he is, folks.
Yo, how you doing?
I'm great, man. The Punisher is in the building, man. I mean, not literally, because we're not in the same building, but you know what I mean. Just got to get your camera up there. Man? Good. I can't see it. I just don't have your camera up.
Parking lot driving. Oh shit! But there you go.
There you go. There you go. I like this, Punisher. Multitasking, podcasting and driving.
You know, if
You
you're a
got to do
champ,
it,
you do
man.
it all.
You got to do the champ can do it all. That's right. That's right. So first of all, man, I want to jump right in and kind of get your take on like what you thought of the Lamont Roach Tank Davis fight the other night.
Well, of course, Tank gonna do what he always do as a champion.
Right.
But Lamont, you know what I'm saying? To me, he survived. He ain't take the gamble as a fighter, as a champion like me, and Tank and all them other guys. If you want that crown, you gotta go in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The only mark that he got was from his hair.
Yeah. Now, where do you stand on that, though, champ? Very controversial, very polarizing. Everybody is taking to social media with an opinion, and the general consensus is when Tank takes that knee, it's considered a knockdown.
He ain't get punched. If you look at the slow motion and stuff, the dude threw punch, but like Tank gloves touched his face. He didn't punch Tank from that. And by a fighter like Tank and on that magnitude, of course he could do that and take a knee. That's like if Mayweather would have took a knee or something like that or whatever. Come on that magnitude of with his caliber and all that. Now I see if Roach would have landed a nice punch with that and he'd have did that, it'd been a different story. But that right there, man, get up out of here with that. That was entertainment for y'all to have something going on and like what we got going on right now.
Right. It's newsworthy.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And getting in that dog work, like, did he really? Man, that didn't land, bro. Like here, the only mark, like I said, was on his face was from his hair. Like he got out the ring, like, dude, he went in no fight. And for like that, I give Mark credit for him standing in the ring and surviving and stuff. But like as a champion, and like you coming to take that crown from him, no, you could have got up a little more than you would. You got up, you could have been pressing the issue going forward, making your mark, like letting the hands go, touching, not that little baby touching, like ripping that shit.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 punches at a time, stepping around, getting out, making Tank make you fight. But for that, no, man.
And so, because you were of that cloth as well, a world champion, you could probably elaborate on this a little bit. But in your opinion, at Tank's current weight at 135 pounds, is there anybody in the division that beats him?
The only reason Tank would get, if he get caught with a lucky like I did, or if you got a guy that come out there that come to fight the whole night, like you gotta come, like you gotta take that. Like I'm not gonna respect no guy that they're like, okay, it's a close fight, they give it to him. No, man, a champion. I'm brought up from a champion. You gotta beat a champion to take it from him. You gotta go in there and put that thing on him. And I respect for him going in there and doing that way he did. To me, that was a sparring match. You know what I'm saying? I seen better sparring than that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, you ain't get up. You just survive from knocking you out. And I get on that level for him the first time as him being in a level like that and the crowd magnitude. Like when he went out there, that thing, that shit is different from when he used to be going out there fighting and stuff. I know the feeling. You got over all them people out there, over 30-some thousand people. Woo. Come on, man, look here. You don't want to make no mistakes. He didn't take no gamble. He didn't want to gamble and get caught with anything to make a mistake out there.
And now, two names that are linked to and now two names that are linked to Tank, quite a bit. And I'm interested, specifically, like not to run through the whole 135-pound division. Obviously, that's time consuming. We can't list everybody, but two names that are really picking up steam for potential Tank fights. And I'll take them one at a time and get your opinion on them. How does a Keyshawn Davis fare in the ring with Tank?
I really
hold on, there you go.
Number one, it don't take number one punch, to change the whole night. But if they gonna go in there
Right.
and be able to stand in the fight to get that one punch that one Tank was gonna give out, because you gotta believe now, Tank been around from the era like my era, watching, you know what I'm saying, me do my little thing, watching Mayweather do his thing, and he picked all that stuff up and put it into his own little gumbo and got his Tank. Now remember now, when Tank was an amateur, he was beating them guys in amateurs and stuff. So now that he got older and stuff, and that dog work that he putting out there now, I know that dog work. I see it. I know that dog work because he get that came from that P Dub recipe that Calvin and Kitty them putting on him. So what I'm saying, for a guy to get out there, you can't have no amateur coach teaching you, telling you out there to go out there and discuss and stuff. I ain't hear no not to knock his trainers and stuff, but I didn't hear no good instructions to know how to get a good do. Man, look here. You gotta tell him, look here, dude. Throw when he throw, double up, triple up. You know what I'm saying? When Tank was throwing that single left hand, I said when Tank started doubling that left hand up, he gonna start landing it. Now imagine Tank would start tripling that motherfucker up and throw an uppercut with that same hand and throw another hand. Yeah. He didn't do none of that. And I said he would do that if a dude bringing at him. So them dudes, what they were doing, see, okay, I'm gonna do enough this to, you know what I'm saying, to entertain everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you'll know when that dog were like when he get caught with a good shot, you'll see that, okay, I'm finna, you think you can hit me with a good shot, watch what I do to you. So I'm saying if a guy come and hit me with 4-5 shots, I'm gonna come back with 4-5 shots to step around and come back with some 4-5 more shots. Let's make a fight. Because you gotta remember now, even if that fight would have been closer than what everybody say it is, because it definitely wasn't close. You know what I'm saying? Tank won that hands down. It wasn't no draw, none of that. But by him being a champion, and you know what I'm saying, coming from another weight class, and he did survive and do better than anybody else did. So, of course, we'll make it a draw. Won't mess his record up and nothing like that.
Right. And now another guy. And now another guy who's linked, obviously, who's mentioned with Tank a lot as a potential fight, and I think this one even carries more weight than a fight with Keyshawn Davis. But what about a matchup with Tank and Shakur, which seems to be the one that everybody really wants to see?
Man, bro. Everybody talking about Shakur. I give Shakur his respect for what he did out there. But, bro, Tank was murdered that man, hands down. Yeah. And that's not me speaking. That's not me saying, oh, Tank. That's me saying what I seen for his fights when comparing his fights and Tank fights. He wouldn't survive the fights that Tank fought. He wouldn't survive. He wouldn't be undefeated right now. In other words, if he'd been fighting the people that Tank fought, he wouldn't be who he is right now. Dude, that's amateur, bro. He a good amateur. What I see out there right now, no disrespect. I'm not disrespecting nobody, but what I see in the boxing world now, they took all the trainers, the professional boxing trainers out the ball game, and they got amateur trainers in there that teaching them guys that stuff. So that's why they're not gonna beat Tank. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have somebody like, you got a good fighter and stuff in there. Yeah, he good and stuff because he been fighting in the amateur stuff all his life. He know how to fight. Right. But do he know how to fight on a professional level when you got a guy putting that thing on you, you get caught with 4-5 good hard shots? What you do? You gotta have somebody tell you know what I'm saying, how to maneuver that stuff. Right. You know what I'm saying? What to do. They don't know how to switch gears. So of course, you know what I'm saying, they in there, like when Kevin was like, it's like, turn it up. I know exactly what they mean when they turn it up and turn like they speaking in codes and stuff, but when he turn it up, you know what I'm saying, he letting 4-5 punches off at a time and stuff. And they not, if he ain't with that, they ain't, when they get caught with that and they don't change back, okay, he just lay off the game. Okay, I know, they ain't ready for that.
And I also want to get your take on, because you are a guy who fought in multiple weight divisions. Obviously in September, it looks like we're going to see Bud Crawford and Canelo at 168. Is that a smart move for Bud, and does he have a chance to win that fight?
Man, look here.
All right, now we're going to get some knowledge, man. The champ is lighting up, and we are about to get knowledge dropped on us right here, folks.
Out there in that boxing world, bro, everybody got a chance in that boxing world. When you go out there, man, look here. The money, look here. I wouldn't care if you go out there and you get caught and the first round you get knocked out. Guess what? Monday morning, you won because you're going in the bank line.
You sure did.
So I'm telling them that now, if you want to go out there to be, you know what I'm saying, on the next night, go out there and do it again. When that bell go bing, man, go for broke. You gotta go for broke out that bitch, man. You gotta give it, man. You gotta go. This your opportunity to do like fighting a Tank is like fighting a Mayweather. It's your golden ticket. So you know,
right.
And dude, you gotta like look here, fuck all that boxing stuff. I give you a training in the gym for, you know, so we're gonna do this, we're gonna box all that. But look here, this ain't no boxing match. This is a fight. You gotta street fight him. This one pick him up and slam him. Other than that, man, go out there and fight this dude. When you get back to this corner, I'll tell you what to do next time. Other than that, you're not gonna go out there and try to, man, okay. If you want it, you gotta take it, man. And then
so
the judge, do you think he deserved that somebody, okay, it's a close little fight, whatever. Do you think he deserved them to take that fight from him? All he accomplished, all he did. Now he done lost his title. It was a close fight. Dude got 4-5 good shots on him in that round. Well, you know what I'm saying, bro? Just because dude got 4-5 good shots on me and all that, he may bust me up a little bit. Bro, he deserved to win because he was the first one to do that on me. And all I accomplished and all the dog work and what I didn't know. Now, if he really marked my ass in there, okay, hands down. But come on, bro. No. You gotta respect the champions for what we done in the sport. And that's what the commentators, they he doing this. It's like when he got a Tank, got hit with that little punch, they thought, oh, he's stacking him. Now I was like, that's bullshit. That punch ain't me laying, bro. He moved back like I do. You know what I'm saying? I know that because that's my style. Like, I see me in there when he fighting. Like, when we get hit with a punch, we're moving our body with a punch. So when we get hit, you know what I'm saying, it's not really hitting us. Like the uppercut, that shit wasn't hit. He went up with the uppercut. You know, but people that don't know, they don't see that. But I seen it because I know what I'm looking for.
And I like that you did say that because I kind of have that old school mentality too. Like, I do believe that if you're going to take a champion's belt, you got to go in there and you got to win pretty definitively. I agree with that. You can't just walk out with a guy's belt.
It's the respect.
Like yeah, it is a respect. So, so with that being said, you know, because you've done it on such a high level, you know what I mean? Like, what is the right style to beat a Tank? You know, do you go in there and you trade with him and you get into a brawl with Tank? Or does a guy like Shakur have a good chance because he is a technical boxer? Like, what's the right style to neutralize Tank?
Look here. When I get me a fighter, if he's still around, I'll show you then. Other than that, I won't give my sauce to how to beat Tank and stuff because I respect Tank and I you know what I'm saying, like I see my style in there fighting him when he fighting, and I see Mayweather's style in there when he fighting, and I see his style all put into one in there. And you know what I'm saying, like, dude, you gonna have to be a fucking dog to get on that dog.
Yeah.
Hands down. And then if you really go in there and start popping him and getting your shots in there, watch that P-Dub come out and you gonna see that dog where he gonna let's go to war and he gonna bang you out in there. And they ain't gonna want to go with that.
And now, if Crawford moves up to 168, which it looks like he's going to, and fight Canelo, you know, like, what's the best way for him to go about it? Because you know, does Bud have to dig down deep and find that dog inside of him to win that fight?
And look here, when you get in that ring, man, if you ain't gonna go out there and do that dog work, why you get in that ring? Why you playing around with these people trying to get that money and all that? Man, get them people excitement. Give somebody something like, let me see somebody get busted, a cut eye. Let me see some fighting. Let me see, like, why I stand up in the ring, not because one dude getting off. I want to see both dudes getting off in there. You know what I'm saying? Let me see why I spent all that money come out and see y'all get off. Let me see what I'm paying for and stuff.
Now, you know, before you came into the interview, I was doing my little preamble and I was listing off your incredible resume of your own opponents. And, you know, even though you have all those wins, only 2 losses, but who gave you your toughest fight? Because it might not be, you know, a lot of people might think that it's the losses, but somebody might have fought you tougher that maybe wasn't one of your losses. Who gave Paul Williams his toughest fight?
I'm telling you, like I told everybody, my toughest fight was Antonio Margarita. When I came out that arena, and I've been fighting in California, oh man, I had fans out there like, and when that curtain opened up, and when everybody out there were over 8,000 people, boo, and dude, I was so scared. All I could do was start laughing and stuff, like smell like yeah. I was so shook and scared. I was like, yo, right then, I was finna lose the fight. So I had to tell myself, like, yo, how can I know what I'm saying, overcome this? And I like, you know what? I'm gonna turn them boos into chills. So when I got in that ring, when that bell said bing, man, that dude hit me in my body so hard, bro. Like, and his punch was thumping so hard. But I like, if I stop punching, he'll hit me 4, 5, 6 times. But if I keep punching, I'll keep him ass off me. I'll keep him at bay. So I like shit. I kept that chopper going. You know what I'm saying? I started doing me. Then over time, I see, okay, I can get my confidence up. Now I can step a little time. I got a little crowd, give me some confidence. They cheer, because they see like, okay, he getting off in there. But yeah, but like, and I knew when that dude came out there, that's what fighters don't understand now. Like, it ain't the fight you gotta realize. It's the arena. Everything come to play in there, man. Like, dude, you think you may have seen your favorite celebrity in there. You know what I'm saying? And they tell you, oh, you think your ass whoop. You like, oh my Lord. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff come to play when you come to a big fight. Most guys don't, they think they come in there because they doing a little fight. They come in there, oh, he's out. Boy, look here. When those cameras come out there and flashing and all that, you don't want to make no mistakes and all that. And that's what guys get in their head. They keep thinking a lot. You got to throw all that shit aside and just go for it. Like, yo, this is my opportunity. I'm finna go for it. And just go.
And now, it's been a while, so boxing fans might not recall, but back in 2012, when you did have your unfortunate accident, you were on the cusp, on the verge of having a Canelo fight yourself.
I gonna whoop that ass.
Yeah. And I do believe that, and I'm not saying that because you're on here. I firmly do believe, man, that would have been the outcome of the fight.
Because at that time, he wasn't on that level, and he was just knocking all them duck side and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like guys, like, I was gonna let him come to me. You know, so I knew, like, if I go to him, yeah, he got power and shit. So I was gonna back up the whole night, you know what I'm saying, let him come to me, and then about the 6th, 7th round, then I start stepping to him.
Now, I might have asked you this the last time that you were on. I might have asked you this last year, the last time you were on, champ, but, again, so many great names on your resume. Is there a name that's missing on there that you wish was on there that you wanted to fight back in the day and didn't get it?
De La Hoya, Sugar Shane,
maybe Floyd at welter?
Cotto.
Yep.
Cotto. And definitely, he definitely was on the list, but he ready to retirement, so you know how that go.
Yeah.
But they was the ones I wanted because they was the hot shit then. They was the dogs in my weight back then. Like, they was the man. Everybody was like, I want to get an opportunity to show the world that, yo, shit, if I get in there with them, I'm gonna go.
And so catch people up to speed who might want to know, currently what's going on in the world of Paul Williams, man. What are you doing with your time right now? What are you involved in?
Right now, man, we got these little kids doing the training and stuff, like trying to get our gym back out, you know what I'm saying? Get back, you know what I'm saying, working with the kids and find some more fighters, and I'm just fishing and, you know what I'm saying, just living life, man, riding around, just doing me, man. Just really looking for me a fighter that really wants somebody to train them and get out there, you know what I'm saying, they want to be successful. And I'm with that, man.
And from what I understand, are you also kind of partnering up with Monty Barrett, opening up some gyms?
Yeah. But Monty, you know what I'm saying, over there, he down there like swing like about like an hour and a half from me and stuff. Like he had me got something going on with him and stuff. Like he probably setting a little gym down there, whatever. But like I told him, just let me know when I need to come through. I come through and help him out.
Yeah. So that's what you're looking for, like a fighter that you could kind of take under your wing.
Look here, I know what I could do because the fighters that I had, we put them on Showtime, but they all fell through the cracks and stuff. And one got locked up doing crazy stuff, and like that hurt my heart right there. So that kind of like took me out of the sport. Like I didn't really want to miss somebody, but like by me seeing them guys that's fighting out there and like, dude, like they ain't got no trainer that telling them what to do. Like,
yeah,
they got amateur trainers, bro. They got trainers that they know this kid can fight because this kid been fighting all his life. You know what I'm saying? Steady him, be on the side, still being in the kid corner and all that. But like, okay, let me get a professional trainer to teach him this professional shit that he gonna need to know when he get in a fight with a guy really putting that thing on him, he'll know what to do. You know, but they all want to be on the sideline. They do like they want to be in the camera more than the fighter, and that's what's happening.
And so what's a common mistake that a young kid would make who wants to get into boxing right now? You know what I mean? Like, where do you start them? Obviously, like, you can teach them a lot of the physical tools. Is it the mental side of it that the kids are not, don't have going for them?
Yeah, definitely, man. You gotta have all that.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta have support. Like, you gotta really want it. Something like you gotta like. They want that stuff. Everything I be seeing like it's all already put together. It's already luxury stuff. They don't want to go through the mud and like make it and stuff.
Yeah.
Like them guys that's doing this stuff, like training stuff. Like I actually watched it like from '99 and stuff. I was going to DC and Baltimore. I actually watched them kids actually, you know what I'm saying, be in the gym every day, like it's their life. You know what I'm saying? Then like, of course, when he got older and stuff, like that stuff, that same, it's deja vu. They didn't start that stuff. So if you really want to do it, you gotta go out. You gotta put that work in there. You gotta really go for it. People want to get in some easy fight. Man, you can't get no easy fight because you ain't gonna know how it is when you get in a tough fight. As soon as you get in a tough fight, you ain't gonna know what to do. You're gonna crack up because you end up being in a tough fight.
Yeah. And now there was a story circulating. Now, there was a story circulating a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if you saw it or not, but the WBA was flirting with the idea of possibly bringing back 15-round fights for title fights and for undisputed fights. What's your opinion on going back to 15-rounders?
I love it.
Yeah.
See, a lot of guys, they gonna try to say, "Oh, that's too dangerous," because look. That lets you know who been in shape, who really got that. Like I should love putting dudes in that deep water and start drowning them. Because you know what I'm saying? The first like, dude, you can see it in the fight and stuff. Like in the corner and stuff. You watch my fight, I'm in there like I'm breathing like I'm talking to you right now and stuff. I ain't in there.
Right. Conditioning.
Like, dude. Yeah. And that's what they ain't got in there. Them dudes, man, like they saving their energy and stuff. So then, man, look here. How many times you seen somebody throwing 100 punches around or 80 punches around?
I know it's getting rare, champ. You're right. You're right. There's not guys in there just going for broke anymore. You're right. Everybody's careful and tactical, and it's like it's watering down.
They trying to turn. In my opinion, they turning the professional game into the amateur game, and just like they did the NFL, they did the NBA. You can't tackle a guy real hard. You get a flag. You can't let a guy go in the paint. You can't be bumping him now. What they get a foul? Like, come on, that's soft stuff. Now in boxing stuff, like they get hit a couple times. They want no. Bring that dog stuff back out. I ain't saying every fight be 15 rounds. I'm saying like, like them undisputed, like them dog fights. Yeah. Make them fights be like 15, whatever.
Yeah, and basically that's kind of what the article was talking about. Like starting with like maybe title fights, championship fights, unification bouts, undisputed fights, making those a little harder and a little longer.
Not all title fights. Because some of those guys gonna say that, but I'm saying like you got like a tank and you like Shakur Stevens like that. Fight. You know what I'm saying? And everybody say they try to say who the best dog, who the top king, who the king for king or whatever. Okay, do it like that. I know they'll love it. They won't have no problems with it.
Now what about a lot of the fights now taking place over in Saudi Arabia? Obviously, they're putting together great cards. We just saw one a couple of weeks ago. They're paying the fighters a lot of money. Do you like that Saudi Arabia and Turkey is kind of like, they almost seem like they're taking over the sport?
I mean, like, dude, money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is whatever. Like, I know, like I heard they got wheelchairs over there doing the boxing thing and stuff. They be over there. That's big over there. They bring that to the States because it's some guys that got hurt and stuff, and they still active and stuff. Like they still want to fight and stuff. So they bring that way. I seen over there like they had that wheelchair stuff going on. So I probably won't do it, but I train some guys. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, how to do that wheelchair boxing stuff. They got it big over there and bring it to the States.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, and so you just made a great point, champ. All these guys are kind of coming out of the woodwork. They're all saying that they're the face of boxing. They're the best. They're the top dog. Is there anybody out there right now that you look at and say, hey, that guy's the face of boxing? He's the top guy right now.
You already know who the top guy is. He keep proving it every time.
Okay, so you do believe that it's Tank.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
You know it's Tank. You know it. I know it. And boxing know it. Everybody else know it. They're trying to put other people on the board and say, oh, bro, who else doing what he's doing like that? Who else is fighting like that? Like, who else?
Yeah, I know. His fights do have a buzz about him. Yeah, I know. But do you think, though, a couple weeks ago, he made a statement that after 2025, which is this year, obviously, he's going to be done with boxing. Is that just him? Is that just him being frustrated and just talking, or do you really think that he'll walk away from the sport?
When I was doing that stuff, I told Miss Peter, like, I want to have my fun, like, and like I ain't have nowhere near the money that he had and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, money that he got and stuff. But like, I don't accomplish more than what I signed out to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he want to have his fun. Like I can see him taking 3-4 years off and having his fun or whatever, and come back and still be on top of the game like that.
Yeah. He's
definitely
the type of guy.
Like you gotta understand, like 365 days a year, we be training every day. We wake up, train every day. The little time we get off and stuff, man, we try to motherfucking have our fun, like get loose, want to do stuff, but like you can't get too crazy and stuff because, me, I never drank, but I just smoke my marijuana all the time.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be in training camp for 3 weeks. Then my 3 weeks came to 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 6 months because I get home, I try to get ghosts. You have to call the police trying to find me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have your fun, man. You don't want to think about no boxing all year. Because, like, man, look here. I know how it is. So I know I get him. He probably would disappear.
Yeah.
You got to think how old he is.
How tall is he? How old is he? How old is he? I believe he's 30 now.
Yeah. 30, come back 5 years, 35. It's man, and you still gonna pay to see him.
Yeah. Well, he's also
I see it.
Well, he's also I would consider him to be a young 30 because he hasn't really been in a lot of dog fights. Yeah. He hasn't really been pushed, you know what I mean?
Look here. By us being a boss and stuff, Tank like about 18, 19, 20.
He does. Yeah.
I'm 43 years old. People say I'm about 25, 28. I'm like, no, I'm 43. They know. Because we take care of our body and stuff. Like, we don't be stressing out about all that crazy stuff and all that. You know what I'm saying? We just live life and have fun. We don't, you know what I'm saying? We work out every day. Body always in shape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we healthy. So put all that to play, man. What we do?
And so with his fight the other night against Lamont Roach, there was a lot of people that were saying it didn't look like a standard Tank performance. It looked like his foot was off the gas. There's people questioning, is his heart still in boxing? You know what I mean? Because he made the statements, like I said, about walking away from the sport. You couple that with the way he looked in the ring the other night. He still looked great to me or whatever, but there's a lot of people who think, there's something up with Tank because, that seems like a guy that he would get rid of pretty easily.
Look here, you got to understand. Them guys know each other. Like they've been in the boxing world from kids. All like they know each other. Like they know each other. Like you know what I'm saying. Like every time you go to a fight, you're little. You know the guys. DC and Baltimore like right around the corner. They ain't nowhere.
Right.
So you know them guys. Like I could have. Now if you got out of pocket, I could have stepped on the gas and really did dirt and tried to knock you out and all that. But like this business entertainment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no beef with you.
Yeah.
So like, I'm just gonna put on a good show for these people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you'd have got crazy with some stuff, I try to blah, 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 it'd have been a different way. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he just did what he supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he off his game, because I seen shots that he could have got in there and definitely could have took, but he chose not to take them shots or whatever.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he did. Yeah, and I do believe that you are right, because it seems like it's popping out a lot more now that those guys are a lot closer than the people originally thought. They came up together.
I've been going on. Man, look, I've been going on this since '99, all the way up until to 2000. Like all them guys, like, I know all like that. Like we met all of them when they was like little peon, little babies and stuff. Grew up. So like everybody knows each other. Like they all be in the same term as like you know them. Like you know them or you know of them and stuff. So it ain't like no beef like, oh, I can't stand them. So like all that stuff, like that stuff is entertainment and all that stuff. Getting all this stuff, got all that hype. That's entertainment. People get it twisted and all that. Oh, they get beef and they don't like them and all that. Man, get out of here with that. He did exactly what he supposed to have did. Entertain everybody, take that little knee and all that. Get everybody hype. All that entertainment.
And now, since we're on the subject of entertainment, and I might have asked you this the last time we spoke, Jake Paul cards, these events that he puts on, you think they're good for boxing or a bunch of crap?
Yeah, I want to try to get on one of them cards. I may try to give me a wheelchair boxing on that card. I may do
I think of course.
I tell Jay Paul, get in the wheelchair. I do one with you in the wheelchair. You get in the chair, I get in the chair. We'll do a 5-round entertainment. Exhibition or whatever. Exhibition.
But it does seem like it's bringing eyes to the sport, though.
Yeah, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
It's excitement, entertainment. Hey, when you lace some gloves up and you go out there and fight and stuff, okay, now this time, you know what I'm saying? If he fight, I say, shit, pick he pick Mike Tyson, pick another celebrity. But shit, pick a basketball player or something, or a football player. You know
he already did that. Well, I think in one of his first fights, he beat Nate Robinson, so he already beat up a basketball player.
But man, come on, get one of them basketball players that you know, like what's old buddy he be talking to everybody else his goddamn name. Good.
He got suspended.
Yeah, he tall. He played for the Golden State Warriors.
Kicked off.
He played.
Draymond?
Yeah.
Draymond?
Yeah. Draymond Green. Yeah.
Draymond Green. Yeah.
He'll do it. I bet he'll do it. And I tell Draymond, I train Draymond for that fight.
Yeah, that would be good. That would be good.
I know with my sauce, he definitely get Jake Paul. Jake Paul get hit now. So he been in there training now. Jake Paul hitting, but I know Draymond Green with my sauce. Yeah, we'll get that.
Well, I was a little sad to see Mike Tyson lose against Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Because it's obviously me being 52 years old. I remember a different Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? Like it's hard to see because the Mike Tyson that I remember from my childhood, absolutely murders a Jake Paul.
Yeah, but you gotta understand when I see that goddamn slap, I knew then it's entertainment. Because the whole night, Mike Tyson had throw no uppercut in there.
Yeah, you're right.
That's his favorite punch. That's that favorite punch, you know what I'm saying? An uppercut.
Yep. Didn't see one.
He knew because he knew if he do uppercut, I'm pretty sure they was in a sparring and he did that same shit and that uppercut every time he kept catching an uppercut. So they're like, don't throw uppercuts in there and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he ain't throw no uppercut in there.
Yeah. And so out of all your fights, the only now correct me if I'm wrong. You got the loss to Sergio Martinez, and then what was your other loss?
Law? No, Craig. Carlos. Carlos
It
Quintana.
was Sergio Martinez and who?
Carlos Quintana.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And you know what, man? I think we talked about this the last time, man, but it still bugs me. And I only live 20 minutes away from the Boxing Hall of Fame. Why the fuck are you not in there?
Man, they put me in the Atlantic City one. I don't know what kind of stuff
I'm talking about the international.
They had me up there when they did Leonard Lewis and all that. But I don't know, man. They tripping.
I'm talking about the international.
I'm
talking about the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York. The one, the only, the international, the big daddy of them all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I went out there with Leonard Lewis, got done in the Hall of Fame. They had me up there doing all the pictures in the parade and all that. But I don't know why they don't want to do me now. You know what I'm saying? I guess they say I ain't fight no big names like they wanted me to fight or whatever. They want my fault. They wanted to give me the fights.
I can't believe with the resume that you have, man, that you wouldn't be there. There's two people that aren't in the Boxing Hall of Fame, that I constantly bitch about on this podcast, and it's you and it's Vernon Forrest. Those are two guys that I believe ought to be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. And Vernon has a record pretty similar to yours.
Man, from Georgia, bro. From Georgia.
Huh? I know. It's a Georgia thing. Boys. You're right. It's a Georgia thing. Yeah. I mean, and of course, obviously, him getting inducted would certainly be posthumously because obviously, we don't have Vernon Forrest with us anymore, sadly. But
yeah, but that's why we got people like you and everybody and real fans and real people that know fight games. You could talk all what you want to talk, whatever. Look here, they didn't want to put Babe Ruth in the Hall of Fame. Why not?
I know.
He ain't doing nothing but what they doing right now.
Yeah, or Barry Bonds.
What they been doing.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of a double standard. It's kind of a double standard because they won't put Barry Bonds in for steroids and they won't put Pete Rose in for gambling. So I mean, where do you draw the line? I mean,
man, steroids. Come on, everybody else was on steroids.
I know.
And it wasn't like he was shooting needles or nothing. Man, he wasn't on steroids. He taking some medicine, whatever. They tell, oh, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. He was hitting them shits on natural. Just like he was like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? You know how that shit go. But
and plus, I can also say, having grown up playing baseball myself, that if you take steroids, yes, you're able to work out and recover faster and build muscle, but steroids are not going to help you hit 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
No, it's not going to do all that. That's natural talent.
That's natural talent.
And all that.
Yeah. That's talent. That's talent.
But they try to do all that stuff. But what we seen, and you can't deny it, like the fight game and all that. Now you can go back on TV and record and you could justify dude, everybody who I fought, I beat.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? So it wasn't my fault that I couldn't get them fights with them guys. I was trying, but dude, hands down, I know, I did what I supposed to do now. You know what I'm saying? I know, it is what it is. If you get in the ring with me, you have to be on go.
Well, the only thing that bugs me though is that is that there are people in the Hall of Fame, and I'm not saying that they're not deserving.
They're supposed to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but I'm saying though they're not.
They resume and what they did don't add up to what the other people had did and fights they fought and stuff it. No, man, that shit don't right. But you just had more people voting for you. But get out of here with that. Come on. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, how early in life did you find out that you were gifted with fighting?
Shit, when I fight on the school bus and going up in the hood
young.
With my partner right here. You know what I'm saying?
There he is, the cameraman. I was gonna say, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, come on, give some props to the cameraman. He's been doing a hell of a job over there.
What's going on, man? How you doing, man?
Thank you.
He be helping me run the gym with the kids and stuff, the boxing gym and stuff. Me and him got together and stuff.
Well, I'm glad that you're, I had Monty Barrett on the podcast the other night, actually, and your name came up. And, obviously he had a lot of awesome things to say about you or whatever, man. And they were talking about the gyms or whatever, man. But, but Monty said, and I know that Monty, is certainly a guy, I've had him on the podcast a few times. He's one of those guys who has a very deep faith, a great commitment to God. And I know he's a positive cat or whatever, but he told me that he believes in his heart of hearts that Paul Williams will walk again.
But that's when, you know what I'm saying, me and God, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, like, if I probably would have been doing my therapy and all that, yeah, I probably would have, bro, man. My therapy is me doing what I do, get out of my own one, but doing that stretching and all that and shit, and
Yeah.
man.
I mean, but obviously, though, people want to, because I have you on here, obviously, with that being said, I'm sure people want an update on you. Obviously, we're seeing you driving the car. You know what I mean? You're in the gym, you're working with kids. So what is the status on your health, though? Are you getting stronger? Are you getting better? And do you feel like you will be able to, ambulate on your own at some point?
Well, I know when, like, my leg be doing that goddamn vibrating on his own that I have I tell them girls that's my vibrator. You know what I'm saying? So, they still do their own thing and shit. Like, I think like if I be in the bed laying and that bitch jump up and like, man, well, I'm finna walk or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, other than that, it is what it is. But for me being sad and depressed and all that shit is what it is.
No, that's definitely not you. No, that's definitely not you. I was even saying to my audience before you got in here, man, that actually it's the complete opposite, man. You know what I mean? Like, you are a great role model. Despite what you've been through, you are extremely positive. You do go out there and put good out into the world and put a good message out into the world or whatever, man.
I thank God for like letting me feel both sides of both worlds, like how to feel and not feel. Cause like when I snap my hand in the damn door, I'm like, fuck. I slap my feet in the door, like, ooh, I'm like, ooh, I thank God I can't feel that shit, boy.
Yeah.
That shit would have hurt. You know what I mean? That shit be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, look here. Other than that, it is what it is, small. Like, man, like, if anybody that's hurt and what got hurt or whatever, I tell them, man, look here. It wasn't your fault or nobody's fault. God had already written that in your life when you was born or whatever. And he gave you a point of like, okay, the decision that you can make, you can be sad and depressed, or you can live life.
Yeah.
And I tell you, man, just live life, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
You only got
Roll
one.
that shit out.
Yeah. I mean,
you only got one.
Yeah.
So when you gone, you be like, damn, I could, man, fuck it. Like, it is. I don't know what's on the other side. I don't want to know yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a long time. But, other than that, man, shit, I doing that bar Molly, this floating, living life, having fun, you know what I'm saying? If I see some kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I try to teach them, you know what I'm saying, like, the right way, but, put them in the gym or stuff, man. I know this right here, this boxing now, it's a sport where you can make you can be homeless. Ain't got nowhere to go. Get in this ring and you suck.
Yeah. And now what about the mental side of the sport? I want to ask you really quick because I've asked some other fighters, obviously a lot of the physical tools, can be taught to somebody, how to throw a good jab, and then there are people that are blessed with the physical tools already. But what about the mental side? Because I think it's in everybody's nature, to want to avoid a fight, to avoid confrontation.
The mental side.
So how did you realize?
For me, I think it is like to know that you can't win every time.
Right.
It's an opportunity that you go in here and actually lose. You know what I'm saying? So it builds you up to like, okay, if I fail, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it prepare you for that and stuff. Like me, like preparing for life. Like whatever happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? If it go left, it go left. It go right, it go right. You know what I'm saying? I can deal with it. Cause you know what I'm saying? Like I deal with the fight. I lost before in the fight. So okay, shit, I know him. Ain't nothing to it. It's a loss. Ain't like I died.
Right. There's
so,
always
so,
things
so
worse.
Like, so then when I got hurt and stuff, I'm like, okay, boom. I like the same thing. Like I lost my first title. I'm like, it's okay, you ain't dead. You still got a chance. Okay, so now what you do with this chance is you're gonna be like, fuck it, man. Press, sad. You gonna have your days, but man, turn them shit to moments. Like, let me get that right, man. Let me step out this shit.
And then what about fear? Because I obviously that's got to come into play, like when you're going to have a confrontation, like with another man. Any fear and anxiety that you had. How did you control the fear and the anxiety?
I'm telling you, man. Like when I came out there, when they started booing me and stuff, all like, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I had to start I was about to cry, like either cry or smile. So I like, fuck it. So I'm like, okay. So smiling like, oh shit. Oh man, like damn, the fuck I'm gonna do? Damn, why they booing me? That's how they like all that was coming up like you're confident, like, damn, I'm good enough to be out here. They're like, man, you gotta like, yo, man, fuck that. Let me show them up for where I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show them like shit, who P Dub is, who Paul Williams is, who the Punisher is. Fuck it, let me put my mark on this stamp. And you gotta go through it, and that big old beam, you know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Go. Don't wait. Go. You know what I'm saying? Go. Fuck, what you waiting for? You already said beam. You already scared? Go. What you waiting for? He's scared too.
Yeah.
He got the same, he thinking the same thing you thinking. He waiting what you do.
I honestly think this is the best answer I've gotten to this question, and I've asked a lot of boxers, man. But yeah, you know, you make a great point though, man. You signed up to be a boxer. You know it's about having a confrontation against another man. You just kind of got to push through that fear. And you're right. You know, the other guys got it too. Everybody's afraid.
You do it. You did it in the gym. You sparring and all that. And then you go to the gym. You sparring somebody else you don't know and stuff. Okay, same thing. Hey man, hey, do what you do in the gym. Get the fuck off. Go. Fuck you waiting on.
Yeah. Listen, champ, you know, you got your friend with you, man. I'm glad I was able to catch up with you for a couple minutes, man. I really appreciate you doing it, man, and I appreciate your cameraman. What's the cameraman's name?
He gonna tell you right here.
Right? I'm James Forrest, man. I'm the head trainer at Team Punisher Boxing Gym, man.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I appreciate you holding the camera and helping facilitate the interview.
Sure, I got you, man. God bless you.
I love this guy, man. I love this guy, man. And I'll tell you what, man, this guy is the reason why my son fell in love with boxing, man. You were my son's, and I think my son was co-hosting the last time you were on.
Yeah.
That was a big deal for him. That was a big deal for him, man. Like it's like you were his introduction to boxing, man. I mean, his first favorite fighter, man.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Tell your son, man, you know, the champ always gonna be doing him. You know what I'm saying? God bless him. You know, to all the fighters, man, hey, get into the Team Punisher, somebody train you or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a train. You know, and other than that, like the kids out there, man, like they got hurt and all that, man, small things to the time. Live your life. Roll that out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk. You know what I'm saying? It's having fun.
I mean, that's good sound. I mean, that's good sound advice, man, for any young fighter out there, man. You know, I think that's the kind of stuff that they need to hear, man. But listen, I appreciate you guys so much, James and Paul, man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much, man. It was great talking to you guys, Paul.
All right,
I'll talk to you again.
Thank you, man.
Hey, we'll keep in touch. We'll do it again, brother.
All right. God bless.
God bless
you too. God bless you guys. Take it easy. And there he goes, folks. You know, the message is in there. Yes, sometimes the audio, the video might have got a little garbled, man, but listen to the man himself. What a message, you know, just for young fighters out there. Push through the fear. You know, the other guy is over in the other corner across the ring from you. He's scared too. Push through. I think, you know, he makes a good point. I'm making a point now. I think in this day and age, man, it's all of a sudden, you know, people are looking for an easy escape, an easy way out. But there are things that you have to head into, and you know, you got to master that fear. You got to somehow harness it, control it, not let it eat you up. Go out there and still be able to perform and push through and make your body do something despite everything inside of you telling you, I don't want to be in a confrontation. I don't want to be in a fight. But you signed up to be a boxer, though. So pushing through it, I think, and obviously Paul is a guy who's pushed through a lot. He's had adversity, man. I mean, at the height of his career. So if Paul Williams can still be out there espousing this amazing message of positivity, and you know, taking life on life's terms and go ahead and live your best life, and you know, this is the hand that God dealt you. There's so many gems and pearls of wisdom from Paul the Punisher Williams in there, man. And I'm happy to know him. I'm happy to call him a friend. I'm happy to have him in my contact list as a guy that I can reach out to, man. Just knowing that I'm, you know, somehow a fraction, a piece of Paul the Punisher Williams' life, and get the privilege to talk to him and chop it up with him, man, is truly an honor and a blessing. And thank God that we still have the great Paul the Punisher Williams here with us, man, after that tragic accident, man. He's a good one, man. And I'm glad that, you know, God kept him here for us, man, because he's out there. He's looking to help kids, and he's looking to, you know, preach that positivity, man, preach that good message. And if there's any kids out there listening, especially if you're in the Georgia area, man, look up Paul the Punisher Williams. He's obviously looking for that special talent out there, man. It could be you. I mean, I'm talking hypothetically to, whoever my audience is out there, man, but if some kid is perking up his ears and saying, hey, man, I'm real serious about this. And, I'd like a trainer that can, really show me how to do this at the highest of levels, both the physical and the mental side of it. I don't see how you could go wrong, man. I'd be happy as hell if I was a fighter and had the Punisher in my corner, man. Not for the things he could teach me, as far as the physical tools, which he had those in spades. I mean, the guy was physically gifted, as I said earlier in my preamble, tall, long, lanky, tremendous puncher, tremendous body puncher, good chin, great conditioning. Paul the Punisher Williams was really the complete package, man. I firmly believe that. And he even said it, man. Had that Canelo fight happen, he was going to tax that ass. And I do believe that, man. That would have been an extremely great fight back, in 2012. That would have happened. Certainly a different Canelo. But would he really have been different, though? I mean, his fighting style, he wasn't the global international superstar that we know now, where, you just say the word Canelo and he's known. But he was starting to make his name around 2012. But I think, come on, man, Paul would have put it on him. No doubt about it, man. And a southpaw, too, long and rangy like that, and tricky and slick. And been doing it at a high level, since he was a kid, man. I mean, I'm rambling on about the champ. But my last rant will be to anybody out there who watches this, who is in any way, shape, or form associated with the International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York. Let's go, people. What are we waiting for? I don't know if it's a board, a committee of people, how people are voted in, but I am going to be there this year for Hall of Fame weekend, and I am making a solemn promise right now to get both Paul the Punisher Williams and Vernon the Viper Forrest, two Georgia boys, by the way. The Punisher was kind enough to point that out. They're putting something good in the water in Georgia, boy. You guys can scrap to come out of there, man. But those two men need to be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. And I'm not saying anything disparagingly, because I obviously love the late, great Arturo Thunder Gotti. There's the fight poster of him and Irish Mickey Ward, that amazing trilogy. But I will say Arturo Gatti was posthumously, after his death, of course, put into the Boxing Hall of Fame with a record of 40 wins, 9 losses, and to the best of my knowledge, he may have won a world title. I don't know. People can maybe let me know in the comment section. I could Google it, but I'm in the middle of a rant right now, so I'm not going to Google right now. But he didn't win multiple world titles. I will say that he wasn't the 2-time WBO welterweight champion like Paul Williams was. He wasn't the WBO interim junior middleweight champion like Paul was. He wasn't a welterweight champion like Vernon the Viper Forrest was, beating the likes of Sugar Shane Mosley not once but twice. These are guys, and correct me if I'm wrong, but Vernon Forrest's record is right in the neighborhood of the Punisher's. The Punisher, as I said, 41-2, 27 knockouts. Vernon the Viper Forrest, I think, is somewhere around there too. And I guess I will break my rule right now, and I will go in and check out Vernon Forrest record, because now I'm curious. And let me go to his box rec here. Bear with me for a minute. Yes, the Viper was 41-3 with 29 knockouts. Paul the Punisher 41-2, 27 KOs. Vernon Forrest 41-3, 29 knockouts. Very, very similar careers. And two guys that I am going to vehemently campaign for to get into the Boxing Hall of Fame. And I'm not just blowing smoke here, folks. I'm about 15-20 minutes away from the historic International Boxing Hall of Fame in Canastota, New York. As my viewers know, I'm an upstate New Yorker, man. I will be there for Hall of Fame weekend specifically, which is in June. The great Manny Pacquiao going in this year. I will be sitting, I will have media credentials. I will be sitting in press row ringside for the Friday night boxing matches that always happen at the Turning Stone Casino during Hall of Fame weekend. And I will be up on the grounds, milling about, meeting the fighters, doing what people do at Hall of Fame weekend. It's a great time. If you're a boxing fan, I would implore you to go to the International Boxing Hall of Fame website, check out when the dates are. If you're from out of the area, come on in. It's a great time. They have a banquet. If that's your thing, a nice formal banquet. They have a golfing tournament where you can golf like on the Turning Stone Casino grounds with some of the professional fighters. They have a 5K race, I believe. They have autograph shows and memorabilia signings. And then just on the grounds itself, there are, fighters and ex-fighters and people associated with the world of boxing, just kind of, walking around, taking pictures, signing stuff. It really is a very interactive experience. I would implore anybody that hasn't been, that is a boxing fan, to go. And trust me, you will see your boy Reckless Rexx in the house, and I will be trying to get a word with whoever's running the show up there, or who has some insight onto who's running the show, or who can put me in touch with somebody, because these two men, it is criminal that these two men are not in the Boxing Hall of Fame. There, I've said my piece. I'm going to breathe. I got it off my chest. And I'm going to close the show by again thanking the great Paul the Punisher Williams and his cameraman, James, man, holding it down over there in the passenger seat, man. At times, the audio and the video could have been a little garbled, but folks, this is the internet, man. This is the age we live in, man. We are at the, we are slaves to what's going on up in the ether, folks. Sometimes it comes through for us, sometimes it don't. The Punisher and James also in an automobile. But listen, we are not done with the Punisher, man. And if you're on the channel, go back and peruse, because there's already an episode with me co-hosting with my son, Frankie the Flamethrower, with Paul Williams, man, where he was also in his car, but he wasn't, driving about in mobile. So this is the second appearance for Paul on our podcast, man. Go back and check out, I don't know what episode number it is, but go through the playlist, because every fucking episode is amazing. Legends, luminaries, champions, and guys that are on the rise. It's all right there, man. Amazing conversations, amazing and real conversations. And you heard one today, man. Paul the Punisher spitting some truth about the fight game, man. He's got a wealth of knowledge, man, and it's always great to catch up with him. One of my favorite people in the boxing world ever, man. Holds a special place in my heart, because I watched my son fall in love with boxing through Paul Williams. My son just gravitated to him. So in that first episode, man, it really did mean a lot to my son, man, to have him on there, man. Big moment for him, big moment for me, man. And you know what? Every time I talk to the Punisher, it's a big moment, because I'm a fan. So that being said, like and follow Off the Couch Boxing on Facebook. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You know the drill, man. We are the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of boxing podcasts. And you know what that means. If you want to be a champion, you got to roll with the champs. Peace.